going forward with them, though, because the loss, like we said, the loss of Cup. Will Talib come back? Will they have more?
You there, dude?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
What happened?
I don't know. Everything just went haywire.
Okay. Was it on your end or mine?
I think it was on mine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you sound good again now. So I don't. What was the last thing you heard me say?
About Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, just losing Cup is rough for them. You know, it's going to be something that they're going to have to overcome. And I was just saying another thing is, like, will Talib come back fully healthy? You know, I was just saying they look like a Super Bowl team. Like they have the foundation to be a Super Bowl team. But will McVay be able to coach them through that stretch and everything? That's pretty much it. Just questioning them going forward.
No, I agree. It'll be interesting to see, nonetheless.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Next we have Dallas beating the Eagles 27-20.
Yeah, man, this game, like we were talking about this, and you said this. You said like the Eagles just didn't seem like they were matching their like intensity and drive and stuff, right? Like
yeah, because I heard all week people say, "Oh, they're going to easily win this game," and I'm like, "No, they're not." And they're like, "Why do you say that?" I was like, "Because the worst thing that could have happened to the Eagles was playing a desperate Dallas team after they got their ass kicked on Monday night because their back was against the wall and they had nothing to lose." You know what I mean?
Yeah, like one of those teams on Sunday night looked like they really wanted it, and it wasn't the Eagles. It really just like the game had so many things to change. Like we were talking about it. Like someone asked me, they said, "What one thing do you think helped this game turn and end up the way it ended?" And it was that dropped interception that probably would have been a touchdown by Camus Gregier-Hill. That right there, because we've seen this year that Dallas doesn't play well against adversity. Like when adversity hits, they kind of don't come out well. And I think right there that dropped interception also could have dropped the Eagles' chances to kind of push forward and take this game over.
I said to you I thought it was the 4th and 1 that they didn't get.
Yeah, that was another one too, man. And I thought the play calling in those situations was bad. I don't think Doug Peterson this year has not been the 2017 play caller that he was last year.
No.
At all.
The other thing I told you, I always laugh about, and I've told this to other Dallas fans, I said, if them winning that game gives Jerry Jones the sense of this team is turning it around and he keeps Jason Garrett, then I'm all for it.
Yeah, I agree with that, but it's not going to happen. This Dallas team isn't. They're not. They're not a good team.
I don't think they'll come around, but I'm like, hopefully he's like, oh yeah, we could keep him.
Yeah, both of these teams right now are in a situation where, like Dallas has another game coming up this week against a really desperate team too, the Falcons.
So it'll be fun to watch.
Yep. Hey, the one thing I'll give Dallas credit for is their defense is looking better. That kid, that rookie, what's his name, Van Der Esch?
Yeah.
He looks legit. He looks like he could be a legit player. You know, like a
him and
really
Jalen
good
Smith, man, they're gonna be trouble for years.
Yeah, I like Jalen. Obviously, he's a kid that I'm happy. You know, I don't like.
Yeah. To be frank with you, Van Der Esch, the way he's been playing, might be able to let them get rid of Sean Lee.
Yeah, it's possible, and that like he can't stay on the field. So if you can eliminate, you know, a guy who really can only play half the year for you because he keeps getting hurt, then I mean he's a great player, Sean Lee, one of the best linebackers in the NFL. Only problem is you can't be one of the best linebackers in the NFL when you can't stay on the field. You know, talent-wise he has it, but he just can't hold up, and that's rough. You know, there's a point where you have to be like, well, if we're going to have a kid that can play 16 games and give us good to decent to really good output, it might be better off than having a guy who's going to give you 8 games of great output, you know?
I agree. And last but not least, Monday night, the Giants come from behind and beat San Francisco 27-23.
Yeah, a really good game that really I don't think anybody cared about, which sucks. If you know what I mean.
I cared about it for my fantasy, but
yeah, the big thing in this game was Eli looked really good. Him and Beckham looked good together. 49ers really did a good job slowing down Barkley. He didn't really do much.
That kid they have a quarterback. I like him.
Mullins?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked like a kid and a lot of times this past on Monday night. But hey, the Giants won the game and then pushed themselves out of possibly getting the first pick.
Yeah.
I hate to say it like that. A couple players in this game I really like, though. Kittle, the tight end from the 49ers, I like him a lot. Breda, I like Breda.
Yeah.
The Niners, obviously they have the quarterback that's going to come back. Hopefully he comes back fully healthy and back where he was, because I think Garoppolo is a big talent. Hopefully they put some more guys around him while he's recouping.
Yeah.
I like the Marquise Goodwin kid too. I think he's okay.
Not to cut you off, the curious thing to me, they let this Mullins kid play the rest of the season. Maybe they trade him in the offseason to someone that's desperate for a quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, do you do that though with the because of the whole Foles and Wentz thing?
Yeah,
or do you keep Mullins? Yeah, I think you keep Mullins because I don't think Garoppolo's coming back to start next year, is he? Oh, wait, he should. Yeah, he definitely should because if Wentz did it in week 3, Garoppolo got hurt a month earlier, maybe more. So, yeah, he'll be back. But I like the insurance if you have a decent kid like that, as insurance.
No, I can agree with that. All right, let's get into the picks. Since we were absent for a couple weeks, like you said, because you got sick, I got sick, and all that other bullshit. This is a good Thursday night game this week. Green Bay's traveling to Seattle.
Ooh, that's a rough one, man. Both teams, once again. Quick update, by the way, if you don't mind. It looks like Sidney Jones and Tim Jernigan will play for the Eagles on Sunday.
Okay, cool.
So that's just a quick update. I like Seattle in this one just because it's in Seattle. I think Seattle's running game will help keep Rodgers off the field. Seattle's defense, it's not the same defense that it was, but I think they can slow up Green Bay's offense enough to win. I don't know, man. It's rough though because Green Bay has to win. They have to have these wins,
but they just don't look inspired. I don't want to say not inspired. They just look like uninterested at times.
Yeah, they're banged up a bit. Yeah, I agree with that. Like they're a team that I think they're on their way to having a turnover, meaning
McCarthy's gone.
Yeah, I think it might be time for that, and I think it might be time to. Rodgers, he's not going anywhere, obviously. But it might be time to try to retool, not rebuild, because you can't rebuild around a quarterback that you gave that kind of deal to. But it might be time for them to try to have a quick retooling,
Yeah, I agree.
Seattle though is who I picked.
Yeah, I'm going with Seattle too. All right, Dallas heads to Atlanta in the Dome.
Oof, this is a rough one, man. To me, this is Atlanta's offense against Dallas's defense. That's what's going to decide this game.
Yeah.
Dallas riding high, coming off of a primetime win in Philadelphia against the Eagles, are going to fall flat. I'm going with Atlanta.
I'm taking Atlanta because they're very difficult to beat in the Dome. Because it's like a track meet to them,
Yeah, they come out and on that turf, and it doesn't slow them down at all.
Yeah, I'm taking Atlanta. All right, next we have the Bengals traveling to Baltimore.
I like Baltimore. They need to win big time.
That and the Bengals just look like a mess right now. All right, here's an interesting one. The Panthers traveling to Detroit.
Oh, Carolina. I'm not. I don't. I think the Lions season's over. I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna fall down pretty far, move into the top 10 of the draft, and go from there.
Here's the one we were talking about earlier. Tennessee traveling to the Colts.
Who'd you take, Carolina or Atlanta?
Oh, I'm sorry, Carolina.
Yes. Okay. Tennessee going to the Colts.
Yeah.
Who? I'm gonna go with Tennessee. I think they're gonna keep going a little bit. I think they're gonna end up in the playoffs. To be honest with you, maybe. Yeah, I think they win this game, and then I'll go from here before I actually say for sure. But I'm going
to take the Colts because they seem to look like they're playing more consistently. They won 3 in a row, and the Titans kind of have been up and down all year.
Yeah, I don't disagree, man. I mean, it's a game that could go either way. I just kind of like where Vrabel has the Titans right now.
All right. Listen to this barn burner. We have Tampa Bay traveling to MetLife against the Giants.
Phew, Tampa. I think they're just a little better. Not much, but
get some Fitz magic.
Hopefully for them.
All right, this is actually a good game. The Texans traveling to the Redskins.
Yeah, I like the Texans. I think the Redskins are going to have a lot of trouble stopping them because, to me, with Demaryius Thomas and Hopkins now and Watson looking really good, and I think they can throw enough defense at Washington to shut them down. I actually like Houston by a couple of touchdowns in this game, 2 scores, 10 or more.
Here's a what if for you. Dean put in the chat, what will happen first? The Bengals fire their coach, or will they win a playoff game?
Fire their coach, because I think they're going to fire Marvin Lewis after this year, and they're not making the playoffs this year.
I thought they should have fired him last year, and then they reneged.
Yeah, I think you definitely are going to see them fire Marvin Lewis before they win a playoff game, because they ain't winning a playoff game this year. Because they're not getting in my opinion.
All right, next we have Pittsburgh traveling to Jacksonville.
Pittsburgh, easy 20 points.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. I agree. Oh my God, I feel sorry for whoever has to get this game. Oakland traveling to Arizona.
Man, I don't even know who's going to win this game. Man. You know when you have those games where you're like, man, it's like 8-1 against 8-1. Who's going to win, the Saints or Rams? Well, I have the same feeling of not being able to pick who's going to win this game, but for the total opposite reasons. Yeah. Because who's going to lose this game is more like it. Oh man, this sucks. I like Arizona. I think David Johnson has a decent game here. I think Fitzgerald, I just think they're a little bit better than Oakland right now, but not much.
I agree, because the Raiders are just a dumpster fire right now.
And who is going to beat Patrick Peterson for the Raiders offensively?
Yeah, nobody.
Yeah, so that's why I'm taking Arizona.
All right. Yeah, I am too. All right, next we have Denver traveling to L.A. to play the Chargers.
All right, get this one right here, man. Upset of the week. I think Denver beats the Chargers. I think the Chargers are due a loss. They tend to have stinkers when they need a loss, and I think it's going to happen. They're gonna lose to Denver.
All right, I'm writing it down. I'm taking the Chargers.
Okay, that'll probably be a loss for me, but I'm putting backing the Broncos on this one for the upset of the week.
Okay, I got it written down. All right, next we have our Eagles traveling to the Dome in New Orleans.
I think the biggest thing that they're going to have to figure out in this game is, can the Eagles hold New Orleans under 40 points? Because they're not going to hold them under 30, I don't think. And I think the Saints win this game.
Yeah, I like my team, but I'm not an idiot.
No, I'm not.
The Saints are going to win this game.
I'll pick with my head, not my heart. The Saints are winning this football game.
I would think they're probably going to win by 10 or more points.
Yeah, I agree. Which sucks to say, but it's coming.
Totally. All right, Sunday night, we have the Vikings traveling to Soldier Field to play the Bears.
You know what? I'm going with the Vikings. I think I'm not too sure. I like this Bears team, but I think what actually might work for them better is they might need to stumble a little bit. 6-3, they might need a loss, and I think they're going to take it. Which sounds weird, I know. I think they're going to take it to Minnesota. I think Minnesota's defense is good enough, and I think that they might be a better coach team right now. So I'm going to go with the Vikings here. I guess it's an upset.
I feel that way because I don't know if Trubisky can handle the bright lights yet.
We're going to find out.
I'm going Vikings too. And this might be the best Monday night game of the year. We have the Chiefs going to LA and playing the Rams.
Yeah, I like this one, man. I'm looking forward. This is one of those games I'm looking forward to. Like, I want to see this game. I like the Rams. I think they're the better overall team right now. Even with Kupp out, I still think they have enough weapons. They have that what the Rams can do to the Chiefs that the Chiefs can't do to the Rams is pound the football, because the Rams have probably the best running back in the NFL in Gurley, and he's a pounder too. Like, he could take the ball 25 times and he can just run it right down your throat. And I think that's where they're going to end up beating the Chiefs, is inside the trenches.
I agree with that because I think Sue and Donald are a matchup nightmare down low.
Yep. Hey, the thing too is you look at the Chiefs and you think, you're like, man, the Chiefs can really move the football. They're fast. They can get outside. They can run. They can move. You know. Here's the thing. The Rams have speed, too, on offense.
They're very good sideline to sideline.
Yeah, they have a lot of speed, too, on their offense. So they can Chiefs the Chiefs, if you know what I mean.
Totally.
Yeah, I think they win this game. I think it's going to be like, honestly, I think it's going to be like 33 to like 23. I think this might be a 10-point game, man. I think the Chiefs are going to have trouble with teams, though, that are strong, that are big, teams, hard-hitting teams.
Yeah, not to cut you off. Lance said his brother-in-law is furious. He lives in Mexico, and he got tickets to the game in Mexico, planned his whole vacation around it.
Hey, you got to blame the NFL.
Yeah.
For that field, them
they
guys
know better.
Yep. Hey, I'm a big I think. Look, I don't want to come off rude, but I think the NFL needs to kill the international games. Honestly, it's kind of rough. It's rough on the players. Like, the England games work, but that travel and everything is rough, and I don't. They need to figure something out too. If they're not going to kill them, like, they need to figure something out. Like, have one big game in London. Like this game would have been good for London. I mean, I know it's hard to predict, but they need to figure something out. And that the Mexico City game, I think, needs to go. Why not? Like, why don't we see a game in like Toronto, or something like that, or somewhere up in Canada? Let them get a football game.
That'd be fun.
I understand they have Buffalo Bills, but it's still a different country. They still have to come across the border if they want to see a Buffalo game.
Totally.
But, we'll see, though.
Dean said there's 4 games next year in London.
Yeah, see, to me that might be a little oversaturation. It comes to the point where you're like, are they going to get, why not just give them, 1 or even 2 big games? Next year.
You said, this game.
Yeah, send if you put it on a schedule, send another reason. I understand another reason why they do it is they want to send Jacksonville over there. Jacksonville doesn't draw well. They don't draw well. The Rams right now are, but last year they still had trouble. Remember, the Eagles went out there and we had probably just as many fans in that stadium as they did.
Yep.
So it's hard to put a major you're not going to see the Pittsburgh Steelers hosting one of their home games in London or Mexico. You know.
Yeah, I agree.
It's something they'll address though. You know, and I guess they'll figure it out. Mexico City might be off the table now with this field.
Mm-hmm. All right, before we get out of here, don't forget to follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagrams at ASC Pods. You can find our entire catalog on B Plus Player Radio. Find them on Twitter at B Plus Radio. And don't forget to check out our sponsors over at Too Sweet Magazine. You can find them on Twitter at 2TOO Sweet Mag. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, give it a thumbs up, all of that stuff, and we'll see you back next week. Have a good day, everybody.